All right, welcome everybody. I am Robert. I'm just some guy. I'm here with Susie Vidori, the only Susie Vidori on the internet, by the way,
True statement. True statement.
famously. Susie is an awesome author and book coach. You want to introduce yourself a little bit, Susie?
Yeah, sure. As thanks, Robert. As you said, I'm an author. I'm an editor. I'm also a book coach. I like my specialty is breaking down really complex writing concepts into really bite-sized pieces and coaching writers who are from all walks of life outside the industry on how to write a book that is really gonna affect their readers. So that's me.
Awesome. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Happy to be here
Um,
today.
yeah, it's an exciting time. We've had some people here for the last hour and a half, I think. So
Yeah. I hope you
I'm
guys have been
excited.
writing while you're waiting.
Yeah. I'm excited that we have everyone. Hello, Berlin, NJ, Rachel, TW, LJF. Yeah, everyone's surprised that it's Robert. Yeah, Robert shows up in November. I'm more than just a ghost in the background.
I
So
feel so lucky to have Robert today. Some guy.
I'm just some guy. Um, I saw some comments saying that the sprints aren't public. In the settings it says that they are publicly listed. So if you're still not seeing it, let me know. But I will make sure to post this link in the chat for you guys.
They're saying they can't find the link to sprint number one.
It
There,
should be
maybe
here
that's it.
in the chat now. So if you can't find it on WordSprint's website, um, then you should be able to join by clicking that link there. Yeah, TW says Robert's got to get the words in. For context, there, I have made a bet with this community that if I don't reach the 50,000 words, that I'll delete my entire project because I am a psycho. So
Oh no.
I've
Don't
got too
delete, Robert.
many.
Don't
I've got
delete.
too many unfinished manuscripts just sitting in my Dabble projects, and um, so yeah. Bon is saying that she thinks it's because there are too many finished sprints. So honestly, I'm cool with that problem. If that means that the community is sprinting like crazy, and it makes it harder to find our official sprint, I can just keep posting the links in the chat, and then we can go from there. So
Awesome. Yeah. And everybody's here. We got an hour back this week, so there's no excuses. I like to
yeah,
complain in the spring and I wait all year for that hour to come back to me. And it's back. I don't know that I used it wisely, but we're going to use it to write today.
yeah. As for me, my 1-year-old kept us up for most of the night, so we were happy to get the extra hour, but we weren't able to quite capitalize it on it as we wanted to. So
Well, hey, it would have been worse if you didn't have that hour, right?
exactly, instead
Yeah.
of 4 hours of sleep, I got 5 hours of sleep. So
Ooh,
we'll take that
NJ
win.
says NJ says I look like someone in their book, and it's trippy when that happens. You know what's funny is people ask me what celebrity I look like, and I don't think I look like a celebrity, and yet I get you look like my cousin from Wisconsin, or you look like this person, this farmer girl that I know. So I just have one of those faces, I think. But hey, I hope it wasn't the villain in your book.
Or if you are the villain, hopefully they're well written. Hopefully they're really
Yeah,
compelling.
absolutely.
The villain that you root for along the way because they're just so driven.
I'd like to be the villain who turns out to be the hero, right?
Yeah.
Tragic villain.
Yes.
That's me.
It was all for the right reasons. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and mute here as the sprint starts. Good luck, everybody, and
Happy writing.
yeah, we'll
See you
catch you
soon.
in 20 minutes. right. How'd we do, everybody? Feeling good?
Amazing. 475, 369, 651. My goodness, you guys are on fire.
Yeah. So for everyone who joined the link, our total group count was 10,000 words, 10,684. Pretty awesome. I got 450 myself. Happy with that. At the top here, you can click to the next link if you'd like. I'll also put it in the chat.
I got about 400, but I'm working on a proposal, so it was not as fun as working on fiction.
Hey, still counts.
Yeah, hey, it was actually fun. It gave me some incentive to make it more fun, right? That
Exactly.
proposal, it doesn't have to be dry.
Okay, I'll put this next link here in the chat.
Ooh, Hilder said they forgot that they were in the sprint and was busy writing, and your voice suddenly coming from the computer made them jump. That's
I'm
happened
glad
to
that
me.
you were in the zone, Hilder.
Yeah. I always hate it when I do sprints and there's like a sound. Like one of my writing partners uses a bird sound, and it scares me to death. Like actually gives me a heart attack when it happens, and I'm like, we gotta find something more chill. What's more chill than Robert's voice, though? Really?
My dulcet tones. I mean, Hank is our podcast master. He's got the buttery smooth radio voice. So,
Amazing.
all right, 100 something. Nice, Zan. All right. Um, Susie, we kind of have a fun question that we ask sometimes.
Sure.
So what is the worst writing advice that you've ever gotten?
Oh, well, I don't know about the worst writing advice I've ever gotten, other than just, you know, people that think that writing can't be a job, because I disagree. But the worst writing advice that I hear given to writers is to hone in on your dialogue. You should go listen at a coffee shop and write down the way that people speak. And that's advice that people give all the time. And I don't find that that's true, because when we are bantering here, I mean, we've got pauses and ums and ahs, and it's cool when you're here, and we got intonation and we got vibe and all the things. But really, if you were to put that dialogue into a fiction piece, you'd really want to edit Robert and I out. You'd want to give like the zingers and the fun stuff, and like skip ahead. We don't want to draw that out too much. Yeah, I think it's just terrible advice.
Yeah, I
It ends up
definitely
with
see that.
really mundane conversations, if you're going to do that in your book.
Yeah.
Lots of stutters and repeated and prompting questions like, I got 400 words. What's that you say, Susie? 400 words, right? Like those types of things. It's just, don't do it.
Yeah,
Dialogue should be a
absolutely.
sparklier version of reality.
Yes, because we like that sparkle. We like a little bit of shine, you know?
Yeah.
I will also say if you are new here and you have your words in word sprints, as it says here, it's only stored for 24 hours. So make sure you copy it out and put it into your project. I copied my words over from the first sprint to the second one here, and this will count your total. But if you put it in before the sprint starts, then it'll count your sprint words separate from that. So
Clever.
just make sure to copy that over. Also, I apologize if I clicked the mute button on StreamYard. I apologize if I was giving you guys some ASMR with my
No, I
keyboard,
think
it
it was
sounds
me.
like.
I just assumed that you would have muted us both, and it was me.
Oh,
I
got
was
it. Okay.
clicking on my keyboard, so sorry about that. For those of you who
I
enjoyed it,
I
great.
apparently could have heard it, but I didn't even hear it at all. So I guess that's
Yeah.
also on me for doing that. But yeah, okay, we're getting close
Now I
to the
know.
second
I will
one.
mute this time. I'm getting
Okay, all
it.
good. I thought it was me because I've had various strange
I'll let you.
technological
I'll let
issues
you
this
claim
morning.
responsibility for that.
Yeah, I'm just some guy, so you can blame me for it. All
Let's
right.
go.
Good luck,
Everybody
everybody.
ready?
We do, everybody.
Oh, I love it. Maria says, I got a little distracted and started writing my to-do list instead. But the group is encouraging her anyway because yeah, it all has to get done. So if you have
Exactly.
to stop.
All right. 397, 683. Wow. Beacon's on fire.
I only got
Uh,
272 because I had to pull in some research. So I was looking around for what I needed to pull in.
totally fair.
Yeah.
418, 406, 379, 618
Brianna at
total. Awesome.
624. Nice. Manny, my son came to sit with me and I kept yelling kept yelling numbers. I got distracted. I love it.
Yeah, my son was screeching in the background, so I was also a little distracted. All right. Working off of that last question, what is some of the best writing advice that you've gotten?
Oh my gosh. I just think that the best advice is, you're creative, so be creative about how you approach it, right? At the end of the day, we want our writing to make sense to readers, but how you actually build your life and your community and your writing practice around the rest of the things in your life is totally up to you. So I'm really, because I was an operations professional for 20 years before I quit to do all things writing, which I do now, and I have a business around writing. I am really fascinated with how people make this work. And so if writing is still a hobby and you don't think that it's going to go any further, I invite you to be creative about it because, yeah, you absolutely can surround yourself with lots and lots of different ways to incorporate writing into your life. And it's pretty awesome. So
Totally.
there's no rules, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to put the next sprint link in the chat if people are having trouble finding it. So, but yeah, along with that, like I do think we've got plenty of people in the community, plenty of people who are dabblers who say, that writing is just good for their mental health. Writing is good for them to
Absolutely.
just be able to. It's like thinking onto the page can just be so helpful. And I think Brandon Sanderson, this is something he's brought up a lot of the like something strange happens with writing where um if you say, yeah, I'm a writer, I'm writing a book, oftentimes people will be like, oh, well, when are you going to publish it? And I think a lot of us have, the intention to publish and the intention to, like you said, make this, if not a whole career at first, at least a part of the career, a part of the legacy that we're leaving behind, right?
Yeah, a
But
part of your
also
life.
just like, yeah, but also just like if you are playing basketball, they don't ask, uh, if I were to say like, oh yeah, I like to play basketball, people aren't like, oh well, when are you gonna be in the NBA then? Because I'm not, I'm not nearly tall enough to be in there. Um, and so with writing, it's the same thing where sometimes I think that's really good advice is just to make it fit into your life. And I do think that writing unlocks a lot of new opportunities. Like that's how I ended up here at Dabble was because I was passionate about writing.
Mm-hmm.
I started a little blog about it, and that's how I ended up here at Dabble. Was it? I'm not a full time author at the moment. I would love to be in the future. But there's a lot of opportunities out there, and I think
Yeah,
that
you don't know what doors are going to open. So just
yeah,
be yourself and do it. I mean, learn the skills. There's some real skills to learn to make sure that readers actually get what you're trying to say. We're not born knowing how to write a book. We have to learn some skills, but
yep,
be open. Look for those opportunities, right?
yep, absolutely. Okay, last sprint of the day. Good
Let's
luck,
go.
everybody, and we'll catch you on the flip side. All right, everybody. How'd we do?
Wow, that went fast. I always find they get faster.
Yeah.
Relatively.
Time
I,
is
I
time is
have
flying
almost
really
finished
fast.
that proposal in that time, so thank you all for writing with me because that was something I
Well,
was
thanks for
putting
joining
off. I
us.
love it. Love it.
Awesome. Ashpash got 1719 total. I got almost 1300. One word shy. Again, make sure that you copy your words out of word sprints if you wrote there, and make sure you get them in your project. Get them somewhere safe. Um, yeah, 929, 1300. Jeff Jen hit their goal plus some today. Awesome. 17, close to the 1700 goal. Amazing. Manny wrote 3700 today. That's
Holy
crazy,
cow.
Manny.
Yeah, it's amazing.
All right. Well, thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. Susie, I've enjoyed your company. It's great to hang out with you. Would you like to just let the good people here in the chat know where they can find you if they want to work with you, that kind of thing?
Yeah, absolutely, Robert. Thank you. This has been so fun. And thank you for spending this time because you get so much done. As Robert mentioned, I'm the only Susie Vidori out there on the internet. So head on over to susievidori.com. You can hop on my free weekly newsletter where I share inspiring tips and all kinds of things that are going on in the writing community. I also have a weekly podcast, which is the Show Don't Tell Writing Show, where you can get behind the scenes info. I am obsessed with figuring out how writers are doing things. And so I live coach newer writers on the show so you can learn a ton about writing there, as well as bring experienced authors on the show and ask them some really pointed questions about how they got to where they are. And so that's a lot of fun. And I also have a group program. If you love writing sprints, I have a group program, the Inner Circle, susievidori.com/inner circle. And we do things like writing sprints, but you get my eyes on your work as well. So it's a group program, but you do get my eyes on your work. You can have breakout sessions with me and just like coach. And I get really involved with the writers there, and it's a ton of fun. So I hope to see some of you there.
Awesome. I have posted, I've put a link to Susie's website in the chat for those who are asking. But yeah, I'd absolutely recommend that you check out all the cool stuff that Susie's up to. And yeah, I think we'll see more of Susie later this month in our
Yes,
writing
I am
sprint.
coming back on November 26th, which is the day after the full day sprint that they have planned. And so we'll be doing the day after, which is awesome.
It'll
So I
be
hope to
it'll
see
be
some of you
exciting.
there as well. Yeah.
So
We'll
yeah,
see how
so this
much
is not the
progress
last
was
we'll
made.
see. Yeah, not the last we'll see of Susie. But yeah, I hope everyone is feeling motivated. If you're close to your goal, make sure like you can start another sprint in wordsprints.org if you want, and keep going from there.
I
But
love
yeah,
the gamification of it and being able to see, I can't wait. I'm going to go and finish all my sections
yeah,
of that
it's very
proposal in
fun.
there.
I
Yeah.
think each word sprint, I think total today in word sprints, we got like 30,000 words for everyone that was in there about.
Wow.
So
That's like almost
that's
a
pretty
whole book.
cool.
It's a novella. It's a novella. We
Yeah,
wrote a
exactly.
novella together.
Together we wrote a novella today. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, thanks everyone for tuning in, and we will catch you again tomorrow. We're doing these sprints for every day, Monday through Friday, for the rest of the month. So we'll catch you here at the same time tomorrow.
Thanks, everyone. Good
Yeah,
luck.
thanks everybody. See you guys.